TV. And what TV?
You're watching And What TV? I'm Reece Williams, and this is a letter for Tamir Reece. When I first read of your assassination, I was already spent on grief. For Emmett, Amadou, Oscar, Eric, Trayvon, Renisha, and Mike, my well of mourning is running dry. I'm drawing on coppers at the bottom of the wishing well. It's hard but necessary to be reminded so frequently of how expendable we, this strange fruit, truly are. You left your house that day armed with an arsenal of ambition, loaded with hope and ready to explode with potential like fireworks across that Cleveland skyline, commemorating the new year that you weren't allowed to enter. And I remember what it was like to be a 12-year-old black boy. It was hard enough to keep the mind clear, without being burdened with the knowing that from birth until death, you will live your life inside the eye of a crosshair, potentially just 28 hours from death by police or racially motivated murder, constantly shrinking yourself to fit into inhospitable places governed by people who think they're doing you a favor by letting you breathe. And it's unfair that you had to adjust to life in a world where the humanhoods of blacks must be asserted daily. This is not the piece of justice Dr. King and his generation marched in solidarity for. And it's unfair that the media will question your skill at living cautiously rather than your right to live happily, but will not probe why one of your murderers was a frontline police officer despite being deemed unfit for policing. The media will partake in the demonization of your character. You will be presented as the villain rather than the victim of this modern day lynching. The inquest into your death will be nothing more than perfunctory. A grand jury will decide that your death certificate was not signed when the caller asked whether you were black or white, not once, but twice. They will not apportion accountability for your killers, giving you just 2 seconds to react to their supposed calls of "get your hands up" before shooting you twice in the gut, forcing you to spend 4 of your final conscious minutes in the presence of your killers, deprived of your right to first aid, or the comfort of having your 14-year-old sister by your side as you bled into the afterlife. Dear Tamir, I'm sorry that you never lived long enough to learn that the difference between childhood mischief and presumed juvenile criminality is not the difference between an authentic firearm and an imitation pistol, but the difference between black skin and white skin. Dear Tamir, I promise to write down and speak up, and to the world and in years to come, history books speak of your name and those countless others in the same breath as genocide.